is have a VPC setup. We have two subnets set up. One of them, we have one machine here. We have another machine here, right? Now, currently both these subnets were pointing to an IGW here, right? And we had assigned public IP on this machine and a public IP on this machine, right? Now what we need to do is, this setup is great for all setups that we require access directly, but in real systems we don't work like this. We don't want to expose instances directly to the public internet, right? And in that scenario, what we do is we have something called as a NAT gateway. So if you go under your VPCs itself, you'll see something called as a NAT gateway here, right? What we'll do is we'll create a NAT gateway, and what NAT gateway basically does is takes all my communications from my instances to a NAT gateway here, and what the NAT gateway does is it converts your private IPs, which can be anything like 192.168. whatever 0.0 from 16 to something like a public IP here, right? It can be anything, whatever the public IP is, and then forward that traffic to the IGW, and the IGW is still doing the outbound communication to the internet. Why we do this is because now for our instances to communicate to the internet, we don't require any public IP to come up, hence not exposing it directly. So step one is outbound communication. We look at how we can get inbound communication coming up just after this. So what we'll do is we'll create an NAT gateway here. You can give it any name that you want. And the NAT gateway we will deploy in a subnet which we were working with. And you can allocate any public IP to this NAT gateway.
So there was an option connectivity type, public and private. What does that mean?
Yeah. So public NAT gateways are, it allows you connectivity to outbound communication. Private NAT gateways are basically when we want to communicate internally within multiple VPCs as well. So for example, if you have multi accounts where you have like lot of subnets, you have a lot of VPCs defined, and you want to have a central place where everybody connects to, and that NAT gateway basically does all the interlooping for you. That is where we use a private NAT gateway. So for giving us internal connectivity, if you want to give it same multiple subnets, multiple VPCs you want to connect, you can all get them to fall on that NAT gateway, and the NAT gateway can then rebound that connection out. So let's just wait for this to get provisioned. It will take a minute. Okay, now that this is available, so what we will do is go to one of our route tables, select the private route table which I've got, Now we see that all this traffic was pointing to the internet gateway. We will now change this to the NAT gateway. What this will do now is that even though I have a a public IP connected over here, but share my full screen. Yeah, but even if I start to communicate or try to establish connections here, right? This will not work now, because although the traffic is falling on the internet gateway, but because now in this channel I don't have the internet gateway defined anymore, hence the traffic which was earlier coming from the internet gateway to the instance is now not flowing. But if, let me see if I can connect to this. Okay, let's do something. Let's connect to the other box. So this one still has the internet gateway on it, right? Let me just try connecting through. But this time I'd use the internal IP of this machine because I'm already in the network. One second. Yeah. Now I've connected to this machine via the private IP from the machine which I had public access via the internet gateway. And now if I try hitting the internet, I still have access from here. So outbound communication is working, right? I can connect to the internet on this machine. I can do whatever I want, but if I try to do inbound communications from the internet, I am not able to reach this. So anything that I want to run in terms of packages, etc., or whatever I want, this machine now has full internet connectivity, but it doesn't have any of my inbound communications here, even though I have a private public IP attached to this machine, right? This entire SSH, what I've done is I've gone to the public instance, SSH into it, because this instance still has the internet gateway attached to it, right? From this instance, because it also has local connectivity, so I jumped from this box to this box using the private IP address which I have. But now question comes up, if I do need to actually get SSH into this box via the public route, how do I do it now, right? There are a couple of ways of doing it, and for that, the best way to do it is to define a load balancer where we define, okay, we don't have access to this or what? Just give me 1 second, let me see if I do have access. Okay, give me 1 second, let me see how we can do this. Just give me 1 second, let me just change the permissions on that and see if I can do it. Should be having access to this. I'm just wondering why it's not working. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so you'll have to open out lab 6 to do this because lab 2 doesn't have enough access in it.
But whatever we did in the morning, we have to repeat everything.
Yeah, you will have to.
Okay, fine.
Good practice, but yeah, sorry. Okay, just for now, I'll just get this up running quickly. Just give me like 5 minutes.
Bro, lab 6 is in module 10, right? Once confirmed.
Yes, lab 6 is in module 10.
Oh, okay, sure.
Once you're done with the provisioning, just let me know. All you need to do is create the VPC IDW NAT gateway and two subnets and two machines. Like we're done. Did we manage to create the setup till now? No.
Through one question. So this NAT gateway, we
Mhm.
need to associate it with which public or private
Private,
subnet?
private subnet.
Okay, okay.
Instances and everything is done. I just created a NAT gateway.
Okay. Once you're done creating the NAT gateway, just let me know.
I need to associate with
Private
private
subnet.
subnet. That is fine. But then I need to check any connectivity
Not yet. We'll do
because
that.
route is not.
Yeah, just add the routes also to the NAT gateway for the private subnet. So once you spawned your NAT gateway,
But my instance in private subnet is also having a public IP, and NAT is also having a public IP.
that's okay. We'll remove the public IP for the instance in the private subnet.
Then
We'll do
I'm not
another.
able to instance connect actually.
Yeah, you will not be able to connect to the instance at the moment.
Okay.
So once you spawned your NAT gateway, what you need to do is go into your subnets for your private subnet in the route
Yeah, I'll
table.
add a route to NAT, and
Yeah.
I'll remove the elastic IP for that
Yes.
private instance.
Yes, absolutely.
Dhruv, when we add the NAT gateway in root tables, the
Mhm.
destination we have to give 0.0.0.0, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is done. So the public one I'm able to do EC. I cannot read.
Sorry.
So my one instance I can connect from instance connect, and
Yeah,
another one and
you will not be able to. Yeah, that's fine. Just stop there. We'll just start from there.
just remove the elastic IP from outside.
Perfect.
Done, Dhruv. So public we should be able to take the SSH, but for private we should not be able to, right?
Absolutely.
As NAT.
Yes. Perfect. So now what we've done is that this one subnet is working, right? If we are sitting as a client over here and we're hitting the IGW over here, right? So this one is working because both side communication is there, but the private subnet we're not being able to work with, right? So what we need to do now is we will come to load balancers and then just click on oh, sorry, rather before that, just come to target groups and just click on create target group. Select the target type as instances. Give your target group name as whatever you want. And from protocol, just change this to TCP. And since we want to do SSH, just change this to port 22. And convert this to your own VPC over here. And click next. Once you're at this screen, just select your private instance only and just say include as pending below. And then just click on create target group. Once you're done, let me know, please.
It's done. But load balancer we need to associate with it. Yeah. We have to create that.
Yes. So once you're done with this, just go to load balancers and click on create load balancer. Select network load balancer. Why we're selecting a network load balancer is because we want to run on TCP port 22, etc. We don't want to run HTTPS traffic. Click on create. Give your load balancer a name. In VPCs, just select your VPC. In mappings, just select the availability zone. In subnet, select the public subnet.
Only one needs to be selected, not the other one.
Just one. The mappings has to be just one. Are you talking about target group?
No, this mapping only.
Mappings only
So in
single
one A public instance is there, in one B private instance is there.
Yeah, so just wherever your public instance is there.
Okay.
Are you operating your subnets are created in two different availability zones or it's in single one?
Yeah. No, different is it.
Okay, then just select both. In listeners and routing, select port 22 and forward to your new created target group that you've got.
Why we are selecting public subnet?
We're selecting public subnet because we want the NLB to get a public IP because we are not sitting inside the VPC, right? And we want to connect to it from external. So we need one public IP to reach it, right?
Okay, okay. So we will go through the public subnet.
Yes.
Yes, got it. Shall we click on create?
Yeah. Once you're done, just click on create. Now this will be under provisioning, so just let it provision for some time. It will take about 4 to 5 minutes. Once it becomes available, then this host name, this DNS name, you should be able to ping from your system. So if you go here, once this is created, you should be able to resolve this. And the second thing to check is that in your
We are not able to hear it.
Bro, you are not audible.
yes, sorry, it's raining outside and my internet is going to get a little fluctuating. Just give me a second. Can you hear me now?
So the DNS record we should able to ping from our local system.
Yes, yes, yes. And once you are done, once this is available, you should just go to target groups and check on your target group, go under targets and see if this is available or not. This should basically show up here as healthy. So load balancer should come up in active. You should be able to ping this from your local system. And in target groups, you should be able to see your target as healthy over here. While it's provisioning, you will see something called as unused, so you can ignore that. In the meantime, when this is provisioning, you can go to EC2 and on your private subnet, sorry, on your private machine that you've got, just check the security group for that under security. You should basically allow all traffic for your VPC. So like now my load balancers become active. I'm being able to ping this and get an IP address here.
can I ping from EC2 instance only?
No,
And
no,
I
you can
try
ping.
local.
Yeah, you should be able to ping it from anywhere. It should be like a public DNS name. And just check your security group on your
Timed out.
instance. Sorry?
I'm getting
Yeah,
timed out.
it will get timed out, but it should resolve to an IP address.
Okay, so I'll ping again.
So it should looks like something like this.
Yeah,
And on your EC,
that,
yeah,
that I can see. IP address I can see, but it
perfect.
is getting
And on,
timed.
yeah, that's okay. It'll get timed out because ping is not enabled on that. Now on your EC2 machine, for now, just enable all traffic at the moment.
On private one,
Just,
no? It is already
yeah,
enabled.
okay, cool. Then the key that you've created, if you're using Windows, then just go to Putty, select the PPK file. Let me just show it to you. Give me a second. So if you're using Windows, you should go to Putty. In SS, click on SSH, click on auth, and over here, just select the PPK file that you've downloaded.
Yeah.
And then in session, just type the load balancer hostname and port 22. Your user should be EC2-user.
Where is the username in Putty?
You don't have to do, I mean, just put the IP address, it'll ask you for the username when you connect.
A record, no? This one, A record.
The A record, just put the A record here, put port 22 here. In auth, just select your key.
Okay.
And then just click open. It should be able to, it'll ask you for the username, just type it.
I need to download the Putty.
No problem.
Dhruv, in Putty IP address, we have to put whatever we have got it from ping, right?
Yeah, from the A record. So just copy this, the load balancer that you've created. In the load balancer, you will find an A record here, the DNS name. Just copy this. You can use this.
Okay, even IP address work, but username and username login as we have to provide, right?
That once you click open, it will ask you for the username. You can type in EC2-user there. But in auth, you have to go select the PPK file here. The PPK file you will get once when you were creating the key, when you were launching the instance.
Yes.
If everything is correctly working, you should be able to SSH into your machine. If that's not working, then just share your screen and I'll check.
Username, what you mentioned the, okay, what's the username?
EC2-user. This is the username.
Authentication pin, yes, it worked.
It worked? Perfect.
Yes.
So in a sense, now what we've done is that our machines are not directly exposed to the internet, but we are still being able to use the life cycle of the internet and get and connect to our machines. But our machines now are not reachable via public IP. Even if somebody has the public IP, they will not be able to do anything about apart from it, because right now we still got all traffic open to 0000. You can restrict that to your CIDR for your VPC, because all your public traffic, even if you come here, if you go to monitoring, the amount of hits that you are making. Sorry, this is stuck. Okay, something happened to my system.
I'm getting timed out.
Just share your screen.
Security group is working fine.
Just show me EC2 instance security group first. Okay, perfect. Now just go to your target group. Just click on targets. Okay. Just go to details. It's come to healthy now, right? Just go to targets again. Okay, and just go to load balancer. Just scroll down a little bit. Okay, just try once again. No, shouldn't take that long. Just go to your subnet configuration once. Yeah, just go to your route table. Okay, and just show me your NACL once. Network. You just scroll up and just click on network ACL. You'll
Yeah,
find it
NACL
here.
I did not. Yeah, but I did not create a NACL.
Okay, then it's fine. Now just go to your load balancer.
But I see one NACL create
That's
by
what it will be
default.
on allowed only. Just click on this. You'll see that it should be allow now. Just go to inbound rules and go to outbound.
Allow.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is allowed.
Just go to your load balancer. Just scroll down. Just go to listeners. Okay. All right. Now go to description. Okay.
So it would be a telnet then 422.
It won't work because if that works, this will also work. Just come down 1 second. Or just click edit attributes and just tick cross zone load balancing. Just cross zone load balancing. That's it. No. Just try again once.
Mhm.
Not working. Okay, let's check. Give me a second.
You speak Correct, because I had two keys for first lab, one key.
Key was incorrect, it will give you a different error.
Correct. That's what.
It's not connecting, so that's a different thing.
We'll try with IP address.
You can try. I don't think it should make a difference, but you can try. I'm just checking in a second.
It is same.
Okay, just give me control 1 second, please.
It will take time.
Yeah, let's just wait a minute. I'm just guessing that we had
I,
selected
I
two.
had selected both the subnets. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just guessing that in 1B, it was routed to private subnet, so that path is failing. Let's see.
Okay, I'll check. I For me it took 5 6 minutes.
It's okay. Let's just have a look because
Okay. Yeah, first one. That cross zone. What
yep,
is it?
but shouldn't enable. I mean, shouldn't matter because
Subnet also needs to be changed. No?
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
But in this subnet, the internet gateway routing is there.
Yeah, that's what we need.
But in my one, it is NAT gateway.
But that was the pub subnet, right?
For private
Which
subnet, it is a NAT gateway.
the private, it has to be NAT, but where we're launching the load balancer, it has to be in the public subnet.
Yeah, that is in internet gateway.
Okay. Let's just wait a minute for this till then.
I think this is in different subnet. This instance is incorrect. Only.
That's okay. It has to be in the private subnet only.
We can check whose work mine is not. No, it's not.
Yeah.
So it was due to multiple association.
No, it was due to your instance being in a different availability zone and your load balancer being in a different availability zone.
But load balancer is a regional concept, no?
Yes, but in that case, we have to also define the cross-region connectivity as well, which we didn't. So AZs, when you're defining multiple AZs, and when your public subnet is in a different AZ, and your private subnet is in a different AZ, even the public subnet needs to be in the same AZ. So you can create 3 public subnets in each AZ, and then you can route it via the load balancer. But your public subnet can't be in AZ1 and then you're trying to reach public traffic in AZ2, it won't work. Alright folks, we'll just take a 10-minute quick break and then we'll continue from here. Thanks.
Sure, sir.
Hi folks, are we back?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. Okay, can one of you just share your screen and open your instance, please?
Sure, sure.
My lab is dead, so that's why I can't do that.
So do you need to open putty or do I need to open putty or instance is fine?
Just open putty.
Okay.
On the-
1 second, let me open it.
Perfect. Can you just run a command sudo space yum space install Apache.
1 second. Sudo SCM.
So sudo space yum space install and just run Apache Apache. Just run sudo yum update. Just do a ping www.google.com.
Net.
Okay. Just open your subnet where this is launched.
This one, right?
Yeah. The private instance where it's launched. Just open the subnet.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah. Just click on this once. Just go to route tables. Okay. Just go to network ACLs.
Okay. Network. All trouble.
Okay. And just go back to the instance once. And just show me the security group once. Okay. Just remove the public IP from this machine once.
From that instance, right?
Yeah. So it will be actions, networking. Yeah, just say disassociate elastic IP address. Just type proceed.
Okay.
Just hit a ping now from that machine.
Okay.
Okay. Just go back to your VPC and just select your NAT gateway once.
Not get it.
Yeah. Click on NAT gateway. This is in subnet. Okay, you have to keep this into your public subnet. Just launch the NAT gateway. Just say create NAT gateway. Just create one in your public subnet.
Associate Elastic IP.
Yeah. Oh, just say cancel. Or just go to instances. Just go to instances. Just change the tab on top. Yeah. Just scroll down on the left. Just go to Elastic IPs. Just click on the first one and the third one. Just go to actions. Just say release Elastic IP addresses. Now just go back to your NAT gateway setup. Just create it again. And go to your subnet now, which is your private subnet. Yeah.
Private subnet. Okay. Just a second. Subnet. Oh, private subnet.
Yeah. Just go to route table. Just say edit route table association. Uh, sorry, just say cancel. Just go to route table again. Just click on this route table.
This.
Yeah. Now just go to routes and click on edit routes. And just clear your NAT gateway. Just the first line only, just change the NAT gateway to the new one.
This line only, right?
Yeah, just click remove on the lower line. Yeah, just remove this and say save.
Okay.
Just reconnect your instance now and check via putty.
So IP will be same, right?
Yeah. Shouldn't change.
IP. I have to. Okay. NAT gateway, I have to take it, right?
No, just take the IP address only, which you were connecting to earlier.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Just run a ping google.com now.
It is.
Now just run a command yum update. Sorry, yum sudo yum space install Apache. Just hit Control C. Just type sudo yum update. Yeah, just say why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now can I install?
Just run this command. I just sent it to you on chat.
Okay. I'm not able to see the chat.
You can stop sharing and then copy it and then do it.
I guess maybe I have joined as a guest. That's why I'm not able to chat. Is it like that? Because I'm not able to see the chat option itself.
I'll check.
No, you're presenter itself.
You're still not seeing the chat?
No, I'm not able to see the chat itself. There's
Okay.
no chat.
Just share your screen. I'll tell you what the command is.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, just type sudo space yum space install space httpd.
Okay.
Just hit enter. Just click Y. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Now just run a command sudo space /etc /init.d init.d httpd.
No, daemon is not running.
Sorry. Yeah, httpd space start.
HTTP is not present.
Just 1 second. Okay, sorry. They're on Amazon. Okay. Sudo space systemctl start space httpd dot service. Now just hit a curl command. The curl http :/ localhost. Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, cool. Uh, that's fine. Perfect. Now just go back to Amazon. Now just go to balances.
Load balancer.
Yeah.
It's in instances, right?
Yeah, it'll be here only. Just scroll down,
Yeah.
load balancers. This time do a create load balancer. Select application load balancer. Just give a name. Just come down, select your VPC. Just select US East 1A. Just go back up.
Public image.
Public. Yeah. Come down. That's fine. That's okay. Just come down. Now just say create target group. Not this first create target
Sorry,
group.
sorry.
Yeah, just two instances. Come down. Just give a name. Okay, just keep coming down. Fine. Just say next. Just select your private instance.
Including pending.
Yeah. And now say create. Now go to load balancers. Just hit the refresh button on the right. Just drop this down and select that. Just come down and just say create.
Submit.
Okay. Got it. Just go back to VPC. Or you can just use the other. Yeah. Just go to subnets.
Submit.
Just say create sub.
Click on.
Yeah, this will also be another public subnet.
Just 1 minute.
Yeah, just select any money. Yeah. Just give a different CID, 192.168.4 dot anything. Yeah. 20.
Three dot is fine. Correct?
Yeah, that's just say create subnet. Oh, just one second, one second, one second. Okay. Okay, no problem. No problem. Just go back to load balancer. Just come down a little bit. Okay. Now just click on US East one or just refresh. Just hit the cube. Yeah. Just select your VPC. Okay. Yeah. Uh, that's fine. Just click the subnet. Yes.
First one, you know.
Okay. So just go back to subnets again.
Okay.
Just create another.
Create another one.
Yeah. This time just select it in 1B.
Okay.
So for application load balancer to run, we require two availability zones as a minimum.
1B.
Yeah.
We don't need to associate this subnet with any instance, right?
Just click on this once. Let's go to route table. Just change edit route table association and just select your public subnet or public route table. Just go to route table ID, just drop that down on top. Just
No, I have to create one more, right?
No, 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 not required. Just go to subnets.
Okay.
Click on the subnet you created. This is the one.
This is one.
Just go to route table. Edit route table association. No, you have to go back.
Okay.
Just select the subnet again.
Yeah. Route table, edit route table association.
Just drop this down.
Hmm.
Select the public. Yeah, this is safe.
Is it?
Now
Load balancer.
just select one, each of the public ones from both. Yeah. Just come down. Yeah, just click create. You can create it right here. Just let this provision. So what we've done now is we installed a web application on the private subnet. I made you fire a curl command just to make sure that the web application was running. Now, what we were earlier doing was we were using a network load balancer to connect via SSH, but a network load balancer cannot open or cannot process HTTP traffic. So in order to access our web application, now we're going to be using a web application load balancer, which we've configured. And in the target groups, what we said was fire it to the same machine, but on port 80. So once this provisions, we will use the name, the DNS name here that is there, and just paste it in your browser.
Okay.
We don't have to do
Directly.
anything. Yeah, directly into the
Okay.
browser.
Okay.
Just scroll down once and just check the security group is allowing. Just go back to EC2. Yeah, just scroll down. Yeah, just say edit security group. Uh, just go back to
Okay.
security. Just go to
This
security. Yeah, on the left, security groups.
one second. Security group.
Yeah. Just what is? Just click your public one once.
But it is to that load balancer. It is
Just come
default
in.
one. It is.
Just click on inbound.
Okay. Out,
Okay. Yeah.
outbound
Now
is also.
just go to load balancer. Yeah. Now just select the public one. Just refresh the screen once.
Active.
Now just copy this DNS name and paste it in your browser.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
It is coming.
So this traffic is now landing on your. So just go to EC2 machine.
Okay, sorry. Sorry.
Hit tail minus F.
EC2 machine.
Just go to your putty shell itself. Tail minus F. Uh,
Network.
just right click on the top and just click restart session. Or putty itself, just right click, restart session.
Yeah.
Just for EC2 as an user. Yeah. Now just type sudo space tail space minus F space forward slash var forward slash www www is www.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, space var space log HTTPD.
One second. So hyphen F
That's fine.
after.
Var hyphen log.
Okay.
Sorry, forward slash HTTPD. After log forward slash. Yeah. Just hit enter.
Is a directory.
Uh,
Directory.
sorry. Just type the command again. Just hit up arrow. Forward slash. Just type A and hit tab.
Second. Let's ls in that.
Just type access underscore log. Yeah. Cool. Just hit enter a couple of times. Yeah. And now just go to your browser. Just re-hit this. Yeah. Now just go back to your machine.
Yes.
You'll see your hit coming up over here. Okay. So again, no direct traffic is allowed on your EC2 machine, but we're doing it via the app load balancer. Just go back to your load balancer once and go to target groups. And just click on the target group that you created.
Yeah.
Just go to targets. Yeah. Now this will be in an unhealthy state. And why is that? Just go to health checks or just edit it. Just say advanced health check settings. Just come down. Just change the success code to 403.
43.
403. 403.
Okay.
Yeah, just say save. Why is this happening? Just go back to your putty shell. Yeah. So when you're accessing the default page, by default, Apache throws a 403 response code, so, which you can see.
Yeah.
The app was expecting 200 to come up, but it was actually getting 403, so it was marking it as unhealthy. So if you check in the next 2 to 3 minutes, it will basically show it to you as
Yes.
healthy. Also, if you just go back to your putty shell.
Okay.
Yeah, you will see two consecutive IPs are hitting you. Number one is 1.24 and then 4.103, right? So what this is doing is it's basically hitting you from both subnets, the one that you created and the one that you had.
Okay.
This is just for high.
But yeah, this is public IP first when I have created, and this
Yes,
is now whatever we have created. Okay.
yes,
So
yes.
they are load balancing. Oh,
Now just go back to your load balancer once. Just load balancer. Go back to your load balancer. This will come up in 2 3 minutes. It will take some time. Just come down. Scroll further down. Yeah, just say edit attributes. Okay, just say preserve in exported for header.
oh, this one only, right? Preserve
No,
host reader.
the next one. The next one.
Okay, one second. Okay.
Yeah, and just say save. And now just hit the same page again. Just go back to your logs. Okay. That Apache log format is not doing it. That's okay. So basically, what is happening now again is that the log format So if you just hit a control C over here, just hit a control C, just type TCP dump, just hit enter once. Is it working?
No.
Okay, it's working. So just go TCP dump space minus A. Sorry, before that, just type in a command ifconfig. Okay, just type TCP dump. Just type sudo before this, please. Minus A, capital A, space minus I,
Capital I, right? Enter.
no, small I, DTH,
What?
DTH,
Come again.
DTH, so Ethernet,
Okay, it's 0. It's 0.
yeah, ETH 0, uh, minus, sorry, space in colon, sorry, in quotes, just open double quotes. Yeah, just type port 80.
Here, port 80.
Yeah, all small, port 80.
Colon 80, right?
Port space 80. Space 80. Yeah, just hit enter. Now just hit a request to the browser. Yeah. So
Yeah.
just scroll up, just hit Control C. Just scroll up.
Drew, what should I do? Next.
Scroll up on the screen.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Just come down a little bit.
Yeah, TCP dump we have started here. Yeah.
Yes. So over here you would see X forwarded for proto coming in, the port coming in, and you'll see the host also that you're hitting.
X forward a photo. I should take that.
Right? And basically this is not getting captured in Apache because the Apache log format is different. So if we modify the log format, even that will start coming in.
Okay. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll just take over. Just give me a second. All right. Folks, for today, I will be giving you one assignment here, right, which you can see marked out here. First thing is, what you would need to do is, for the IAM policies in JSON, do is you need to create an IAM policy for another user, which so you can go to the first lab assignment for user one or user two. You can just attach a policy which doesn't allow them to create security groups or modify security groups.
Okay.
Right, so you need to share the JSON screenshot or just copy paste the JSON format for here. That's all.
Okay.
Right, so one for creation and deny, and another for modification. Secondly, just define the main difference in public-private subnets. So architectural differences, if you want to just draw an architecture diagram and share that, you can do that. All right, so third will be the difference between NACL and security groups. And fourth is just provide a screenshot of implementing a NACL and a security group on any subnet or resource. So I'll be, yeah, all screenshots. Only in this you need to write the difference. In this you can give me architectural differences. Even this, if you want to prove via screenshots, you can do it via screenshots.
So whatever we implemented in the morning, now.
Yes, absolutely. So whatever we've been doing since morning, it basically is just doing all those things. So share these things, share these details with me. I'll upload the assignment today, like after 5-10 minutes, and then you can submit it.
For first question,
Yeah.
write an IAM policy to allow a user to disable security lock, creation or modification. I did not get the sentence.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that the user,
Right access.
yeah, so basically you need to allow the user so that he can disable security group creation or modification. Okay, so the user should be able to disable security group creation, and he should be able to should also basically be do modification. So basically what you're doing is you're giving them a right access on that. All right, so by default
Okay.
you will not have it. You just need to write a policy which can give me that access to disable it and or to modify it. Cool. Any questions?
When we have to submit this?
So you can submit it anytime before the final exam.
Dhruv, the second line it says to snapshot for the deny one. In the same question, the second line I was reading. Can you share that again? The
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, so I'm one
One screen for
screenshot for,
creation deny.
yeah,
Uh,
creation for deny and another for modification.
but we are
So
allowing it, right? Security
yeah,
creation or modification.
so basically you need to just give me a screenshot once you put for allowing modification of creation. So when you're creating the security group, when you're allowing that, right? And when you're allowing it to be modified. So I need two screenshots here.
So it will be allowed. It will not be denied. No?
Yeah, it's all allow. So you need me to allow a screenshot for allowing me to modify a security group and a screenshot for allowing me to create a security group.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it was mentioned deny, so I will pick
But
it.
it is mentioned deny.
Okay, I will change this around. So my bad, language confusion. I will change this and I will upload it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. And anytime before the final exam, you can upload it. I would appreciate if you do it before next week. It won't take you very long to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll just help you out as well. And what we're going to start with is like, so today we were doing a little bit of a architectural setup, etc. Right? Uh, Before next class, just ensure that we do one thing. I'll just show you what I require. Whenever you get time, it's not that you need to do it right now, but whenever you do get time, uh, just sign up for a Dev Okta account. So you can just go to sign up over here and just put in your email ID, etc. You will get access to. Uh, Let me see if I can show it to you. Just give me 1 second. So you should see something like this where yeah, you see something like this. So just make sure you have access to this. So what we'll be doing is I'll show you how basically SSO, SAML integrations, etc. work, and then I'll show you how the assertion, etc. also works there.
So
Sorry,
here
Dhruv,
we
could you
cannot use
please?
Gmail ID.
You can, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dhruv, 1 second. Could you please repeat it once? There was some network glitch. That's why I'm.
Just type Okta Dev on Google and just click on sign up over here and just register an account here. Once you register an account, you will get a portal like this which will come up. So in this, just get this to be enabled. That's all.
Okay. It doesn't matter with which account we open, right?
No.
Can stay.
Doesn't matter. I just, I mean, all I need is one working account so that you can do an SSO integration. Cool. Sounds good.
So is this real account or your test account?
So this is my test account. So Okta gives you developer accounts. You can use them for as long as you want, uh, and you can keep testing for SSO. So Okta doesn't charge you for a developer account. So anytime you want to test any SSO integrations, etc., you can test it. Only limitation is that it allows 100 monthly active users, I think. So this can't go above 100. That's all.
So click on the SSO apps, no? Means if it is a test account, right?
Yeah, it's a test account.
And
It's
then
all.
click on these three apps, no? Which apps are integrated?
So here you can configure whatever you want. This is up to you. You come here, you can either go to browse app catalog. These are the integrations which they already have. So for example, if you want to do AWS, you just click here and they will give you the AWS ones as well. So if you want to see the integrations that exist for AWS, we can just do AWS single sign-on from here directly. So these are the pre-baked ones. And in case you don't have a pre-baked one, then we can do it from the catalog app here itself. So you just say create app integration. You select what type of integration do you want and you can do it. So this is good ever if you want to test SSO out for even say your web applications or any native applications that you're building, you can always use this. And there's no trial on it, so it's not a 30-day, 40-day kind of thing. The only limitation is that you cannot cross 100 monthly active users. That's about it. And even if you're testing, you won't even cross more than 10.
But which IDP will use? Okta only.
I mean, I'm going to show it to you with Okta. You can do it with any other also if you want. So I just want to show you Okta for JWT and SSO.
Okay.
I mean, it's the most widely used single sign-on, so that's why I thought I'll use this.
So we'll get a separate login page, whichever app we will integrate, and we can log in.
Sorry, Path, your voice is breaking up.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, tell me.
So we'll get a separate SSO login page, and we'll able to log in with that users which we'll create.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
We'll do the integration. I'll show you how to do the integration sector also as well.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right, folks, we'll wrap up for today. We will be doing a couple of things on shift left, etc. as well for next class, and I will walk you through the entire SSO platform, how it works, JWT, how it works, etc. as well. But again, classes will be like this itself. So if there's any feedback, let me know.
No, it's really good. Like while you were teaching, we can implement something. So like
Labs
first,
are
like
not in. Lab
Sorry,
interface is not good. Lab
that
lab
that I
interface.
can't do anything. That I really can't do anything about. Yeah. Because the major problem with labs earlier, AWS Academy used to have a separate course, like a separate course called AWS Labs, right? Which used to run indefinitely. I don't know why they changed this to the stupid method.
And what about Azure? Uh, that is also required.
We can do it anywhere. I mean, it's so. I mean, I was just showing you because you already done a course with Azure, so I thought I'd do it with AWS because then otherwise it will be more of repetitive things that you guys will be doing.
I'm fine with AWS, but Azure also we activated last
Yeah.
time.
So if you're comfortable with Azure, you can do it in Azure also. I don't mind. So like I said, I don't care about the cloud provider, or I care about other topics. And the topics remain the same everywhere.
Then we'll stick to AWS.
Yeah. But if personally you want to go do it on Azure or you want to do it on GCP, wherever you want to do it, you can do it. I'm not really concerned about that.
I know only AWS.
Okay,
I'm okay with AWS.
perfect. All right, folks, have a good weekend. We'll catch up soon. I'll publish the assignment in some time, and then you can get cracking on it.
Sure. Thank you.
All right. See you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dhruv.